Welcome back to the shop, everyone. I don't know if I've actually done an intro for this week because I think I got the mufflers on the car Sunday and I've just been driving it since. Today is Friday, but I do have some things I need to do. So first, I need to put some window or door sill trim on the driver's side because I pulled it out at some point, so I need to replace that. The door just kind of rattles and doesn't close properly. And the second thing I need to do is put a breather on my fuel cell. So let's go to the door first. I'm going to do that first. That's quick and easy. So I'll show you what's going on there, and I'll show you what's going on with the fuel cell, and then we'll just get into the work. So we just take a quick look at this side. Like, the door is kind of solid, it doesn't move at all, and there's this rubber on the inside. Now this one is completely cracked, it's got overspray on it, so I do have a replacement for this one as well. There's a seam down here, but you can see when I twist the door is just shut. There's no wiggling it, it's closed, it's solid. I'll show you the driver's side. All right, so driver's side, you can see a lot of movement, it doesn't lock, and it's because that rubber is missing. So as I say, I have a new piece, quickly get that in, and then before I get to work, I'll show you potentially one of the issues with the fuel cell and what it does and why I am going to put the breather back on it. All right, so here at the back of the car is my fuel cell, and here's where I put my gas. So when I open this in a second, maybe I'll try and get the microphone close, you might be able to hear air rushing in or air rushing out. So let's just see. No, not right now. So yeah, so there was no noticeable noise there, but had I been out driving, there would have been like a whooshing sound. So when you think about it, right now this is closed, no air can get in or out. I have a fuel line exiting here, going down to the fuel pump, going all the way up to the engine, and then I've got a return line coming back. So the system is sealed, there's no way for air to get in or out. So what's happening is, as the fuel pump is pulling fuel and as the engine consumes fuel, it creates a vacuum because you've got fluid leaving the system, but no air replacing it. That's not a good situation because if you have too much vacuum, it can cause issues. Alternatively, if you just have this sitting out in the heat will heat up the fuel will expand a little bit, and then without a breather here, there's nowhere for that fuel to go. So that's what I'm going to do today. Put the breather back on, and then we can happily cruise down the road some more. Alrighty, so we got this LMR weather shipping. It's F3ZZ-6120708, 1979 to 93 door, W/S fits all. Be careful opening this with your knife. I mean, I already kind of opened it a bit, but you don't want to cut the actual rubber. That would be very terrible. God, my knife is dull as shit. I need to sharpen this thing, but that's neither here nor there. Okay. So I saw on the other side that the joint was right around this seam here. So I am going to go out on a limb and say this is just push and lock. So it looks like there's some actual glue in there that'll help seal it. Interesting. I figured this was just going to be a press fit. So I'm just making sure it's nice and tight in these corners, otherwise I'll have a ton at the end here. That's why I kind of ripped this off and redid it, because I wanted to make sure it was nice tight in that corner, nice tight in that corner. That was the easiest install. I don't know how well you can see this on the camera, but there is a chunk extra. I'll get you a little closer here, and yeah, I'll get you a little closer and we'll just cut this. Shouldn't be that hard, I don't think, I hope. Okay, so you can see right here, it's overlapping quite a bit. So I'm just gonna take my X-Acto knife, and I'm actually gonna go a little bit long, because it could be that, you know, this will push down a little bit, so I'm gonna go, I don't know, this long. Pull this out of the way because I don't want to cut that. Now I don't really care about my paint down here, but if you do, be very careful with this. You might want to even pull this all back off, cut it on the bench. Or if you were smart, unlike me, you would put like a piece of wood behind this. As I say, I do not care about my paint. I know this needs to be painted. Okay. Hopefully that wasn't too short. And squeeze it down, get it in there, just like so. I am content with that. Let's see how the door closes now. And just like that. So that door striker needs to be adjusted, but it closes. Okay, so well, that door striker is crap, I think. Yeah, that door striker doesn't have any bushing or nothing. I thought I got new ones? Yeah, maybe I didn't. Whatever, it's fine. So this looks like it is a T50. T50. Okay, so let's just adjust this. Let's try in a little bit, so although maybe a little counterintuitive, you may need to go out. But let's just try in. Just see what happens. Yeah, see, that's way out. So let's actually come out. Was that fully closed and locked? Helps when you fully close and lock it. Yeah, I mean, that gap is perfect almost. I mean, the door is kind of womp. Just the bottom is in and the top is kind of out a little bit, but as far as that line goes, I'm happy with that. Let's just crank that down. That's weird. Okay, maybe that's not right. It's right coming out, I guess. Better. Not good yet. Nope, that's not good. Me too. Yeah, there we go. Beauty. It all lines up good. You can push on it, but he's happy. Now does. Let's see this. So I have my door solenoid down here, but every time I hit the button, I don't know how well you're going to see on the corner there, but it moves. So let's get that fixed. Well, folks, I did have a bunch of other videos of me just cruising around in the car, but that's really not all that interesting. Just me driving around, unless you like seeing the sights. So that is all the time that we have for this week. But as always, if you stuck around this long, I'd like to thank you for viewing, and we'll see you in the next one.